Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. I'm going to continue on this journey with you to learn one Chinese expression a day, 儒雅风流, which is kind of like an ideal male image in Chinese culture, which is scholarly, elegant, have that kind of fair air around them, 风流, but 风流 can also eventually means flirtatious, womanizer, kind of, more contemporary expression, 儒雅风流. And we continue with the character 流. 流 means water moving, right? Flowing. So it's the current of water. 年, we talked about that before. It's year. The image came from some person carrying a big stack of hay or crop. So that means a harvesting, right? So in agriculture-based Chinese culture, harvesting is the mark of the end of year. Like that's your yearly goal to make a harvest of your labor. So 流年 translated as current year. This is amazing corresponding concept between English and Chinese, because current means in English it can mean water current, and it also means the happening, like things are happening right now. That's the current, right? The present year means this year. We're talking about the year we're standing on. So that's the current, double meaning, and it corresponds beautifully with Chinese. We have 流年, which is kind of flowing, water flowing year, but it also means water flowing in front of you right now year. Okay. So current year, we have a negation, 不. And in this pronunciation, we say 不 because we have a li, 流年不利. 流年不利 is a little bit harder, so we try to have uptone before a falling tone. 不利 means not. Okay, 利 I translate it as luck, but originally 利 look like this. This is the stack of hay image that used to be carrying on top of this person image on the year character. So we're talking about the same thing. It's crop. It's a big deal back then, right? That's the main product back then. And then on the right side, it's simply cutting to cut the hay. So I guess, in agriculture practice back then, probably current as well, like you need to cut the crops in a certain way to group them in a unit of measurement. So at some point you have to cut it, and then that's the, I don't know, the pound or the full amount of a certain, either measured by volume or by weight. There's certain measurement, right? So we group that as a one stack and then make a unit of that to make money from it. So that's the cutting the crop. And eventually use, okay, if it's a cutting of the crop or simply harvesting, right? You have to harvest the crop to cut it from the ground so that you can harvest it, right? I guess in agriculture, when you're cutting the crop from its root, you must have very sharp tools, because if doing that day in, day out, year in, year out, all year long, right? Not all year long, actually, during the harvest season only. But in any case, that's because there is normally a short window for harvesting, right? Only a few days. You have to cut everything in the field. Otherwise, weather change, your crop can be ruined. Your year-long worth of labor are going to be ruined. So cutting tool has to be sharp. Actions have to be quick, and the result is going to be good, right? So 利 eventually means luck, but originally means it's sharp. This cutting tool is very sharp. So when things are sharp, means it's at your advantage. You are going to get the job done quick. So 不利 is a negation of that. It's you really probably put in a lot of efforts, but maybe either you go to the wrong direction or just things are not sharp enough for you. Things are not happening for you. So this current year, you're not having any luck to benefit or profit from this year. So we do have such an expression corresponding, I guess, in English, ominous. So things are not really going great for you. That's our 流年不利. But I have to point out, 流年 current year, this flowy sense of year means things are going to change. You're going to have a bad year, but another year, you're going to have a better time. It's not going to be permanent. It's current, it's flowing, it's going to pass, right? So that's 流年不利. Nobody is going to be so upset about it because things are going to be better. Here I'm using a good expression from Confucius school of thought, talking again about the 君子, so people who are higher class, or eventually it means a gentleman, a good person, versus 小人, a smaller person. Originally it's a lower class, that even the size looks smaller, but eventually it means people who are narrow-minded, who are really self-interested, like they don't really consider their group or big goals. So here exactly Confucius talking about of how you are going to make sense, or how you're going to make allies with 君子, people who are gentlemen, who are open-minded, who are, in a general sense, who are good. So with good people, you are going to show them the mission, the sense of mission, the goal, the purpose. You're going to persuade them with purpose. That's how you sign them up for whatever you're trying to do, right? But with 小人, with bad person, are not so productive member, like they are not motivated by sense of mission for the common good at all. They are motivated by 利. So that's the 利 we're using today. Not exactly luck here. It means benefit. It means money. So you're going to talk to small-minded, narrow-minded people with money. So that's their language. Money talk with narrow-minded people, but mission talk with people who are inspired differently. So over here, you can see the already moral judgment in Confucianism thinking. But I guess it's still applicable to contemporary life because people do motivate it differently. And maybe like all of us are motivated both by money, but also by mission, like what do we want to do in our life. So that's the art, actually. That's the art of leadership, like talking to the right person with the right sense making so that it actually makes sense to them and motivate them. All right, so that's our 流年不利 ominous. Cashing into the currency of thinking by just one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.